Hi, I'm Simon Delaney and welcome to Spirit of Britain's Restorations. This is a bike I restored a couple of years ago. It's a 1940 Triumph 3SW 350 side valve. Quite a handsome beast, I'm sure you'll agree, but a very interesting bike as well. Let's have a close look at it. The 3SW is basically a militarised version of Triumph's design known as the 3SE, which was a 350 side valve engine in a lightweight frame, girder forks and a rigid rear end. It fitted a field stand to it, but largely speaking it's pretty much the civilian model. The 3SW was Triumph's only military bike in production at the beginning of the war. They made nearly 10,000 of them, which production ended abruptly with the bombing of Coventry in November 1940. And when the factory moved to Meriden and in between when it was in Warwick, they produced just a few from parts they had, but largely speaking that was the end of the 3SW, and it was replaced by the 3HW, which is the overhead valve version of the bike, which basically had all the same components except for the side valve version of the engine. And they used that until the end of the war, and very successful it was as well, and loved by the riders because it was had a really good performance, so a lot of power in a lightweight frame. The rear number plate is the civilian type as well, and even had a little Triumph logo on the bottom, which was the only bit that wasn't painted in, with the unit marking on the back. Early war production bikes still carried the civilian registration plate. This was deleted in later models, and its army number would have been moved to the fuel tank. You can see the early blackout mask. Before blackout regulations came in properly, we had a black or manila card mask that just allowed this little cutout to show the light through. So anyway, enough of the history. What's it like to ride? Well, it's a very, very smooth, well-balanced bike. It's not a racehorse, it's a 350 side valve after all, but it's in a lightweight frame and it's an excellent design and it's great fun. And I've ridden this bike for several years now since I restored it. It's not perfect, it's not exactly with every original part on it. There are a few bits I still need to find, but I absolutely love it. So let's start it up and have a listen. Main thing is it's loud. Nothing else really matters actually. Let's go for a blast round.